Finally, something very exciting has arrived. My tree is here! Finally, only took like almost 2 weeks. But I can finally put my tree up. I'm so excited. We're gonna do this. Alright, so I've been working on this on and off for the past couple of days, but I can finally say that my tree is done. I decided to move it and stick it in this corner, just because in the dining room it felt a little just like stuck in a corner, and I thought maybe over here it feels a little more like part of the room and I could enjoy it like top to bottom. This is the star I got last year at Crate and Barrel, I think. And then I just have a bunch of like snowflakes and rose gold and silver snow looking stuff. These little icicles, these little snowball looking things. My theme is very much like metallic glitter and snow. I really love this one. This is also one of my favorites. These are some of the new ones that I got that I showed you in a previous vlog. And yeah. It's so sparkly and glittery. And I think I mentioned this in one of my last vlogs, but I got this tree at a store or an online store called Balsam Hill. I'd say it's been a mediocre experience. Let me just do a little tree review for you. When I look at this, like, I think it looks fairly realistic, so I'm happy with that. So that's points in its favor. It does look realistic. Points against it. This place was ridiculous to finally get this tree. So on their product pages, it literally says, if you order before noon Eastern time, it will ship same day. If you order, you know, on a holiday or weekend, it will ship the next day or the next business day. So I was like, cool. I mean, it was part of like why I ordered it, because it was the beginning of December. Up until then, I'd planned to get just a real tree. Hold on, I'm gonna sit you down. So up until the beginning of this month, I'd planned to get a real tree. I even went back home expecting to go and get a tree, but then it rained all day and I was just like, you know, I'm not gonna go cut down a tree in the mud. So I ended up not getting one that day, and I kind of just decided it was gonna be difficult for me anyway to bring one back by myself and carry it in like from my car and not just make a mess everywhere and leave needles everywhere. And I decided that I just didn't want to deal with the headache, so I ended up splurging, getting an artificial tree. And part of the reason I bought from this place was, one, because they were having a pretty big sale, and two, because it was essentially same day shipping. So I ordered it on Thursday morning, which actually would have been November 29th, so it was the end of November, not the beginning of December. Figured it would ship that day, it did not. So the next Tuesday on the 4th, I emailed their customer service and I was like, hey, you know, I ordered this tree on Thursday. It said it was supposed to ship on Thursday. Can you give me like some expectation of when you expect it to ship? Because I hadn't even gotten like a shipping notification. Like, I understand if it ships and it takes a week to get here, I understand. But like, if it's been, you know, 5 days and it hasn't even shipped yet, I'm like, you know, is there some sort of delay that I should know about? Like, can you just let me know? And they responded quickly to say that per their records it was ready to ship, but they were waiting for FedEx to pick it up. So I'm thinking, okay, today or tomorrow then, it should probably ship. Then Wednesday goes by, and Thursday goes by, and Friday goes by, and it's still, I have no confirmation that it shipped. I look at my account, it doesn't look like it shipped, there's no tracking number, nothing. So on Saturday, I emailed their customer service again, and I'm like, all right, like you told me on Tuesday it was ready to ship. What's going on? Like at this point, I'm getting very frustrated because it was supposed to ship over a week ago and it still has not. I have no, am I even gonna get this by Christmas? Like I want some explanation or some, understanding of when I'm gonna get this. So then again, I received a response back from them fairly quickly that day that said they were having warehouse issues. They didn't really elaborate on that, but again, they said, oh, per our records, it says it's ready to ship. So, once it ships, you should be expected to get it in 5 to 7 days or whatever. And I'm just like, okay, but that's what you told me on Tuesday. Then finally, on Monday, I got a confirmation that it was shipping. So, and it appears that it came from a warehouse in Indianapolis. So it got here by Tuesday, yesterday. Took no time to actually get here once it was shipped. Also, I was so annoyed. You saw me last night trying to put this thing together, and I was getting so frustrated because I put the whole thing together and it looked just not great. There were so many like holes, and I was following the directions on like the little instruction packet to like, shape it, and it just was not turning out how I expected it to turn out. So after about an hour of messing with it, I just gave up and I was like, I'm not gonna do this anymore tonight. So I came back today and I decided that just like in spurts throughout the day, I was gonna come down here and I took it apart. It's in like 3 pieces. There's like the bottom, the middle, and the top. So I took the first 2 off and just worked on the bottom one, and then worked on the middle one, and then worked on the top one. Like literally I went through every single branch of this thing and fluffed it up and moved it around. I watched videos online for how to fluff up an artificial tree. And even after about an hour and a half of doing that, it still did not look as well as it was supposed to look, at least like per the instruction package. I was at the point where I was just like, I'm done, I don't care, it looks fine. I'm gonna start putting ornaments on it. And once I did that, it looks a little better. Yeah, it was not super easy to put together, and I still don't feel like it's perfect, but I'm going to put my perfectionist gene aside and just let it go. So yeah, I finally have a tree. It's lovely. And yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and read for a bit until it's time to make dinner. Let me show you, 1 second. This newest Cassandra Clare book, Queen of Air and Darkness, is what I'm currently reading. I just reread the first 2 books of this series, Lady Midnight and Lord of Shadows. I have read most of Cassandra Clare's books. I've read, I think the first 4 of the Mortal Instruments books. I've read all the Infernal Devices books, and this is the 3rd in the Dark Artifices series. It's a weird word. And yeah, I think this one's my favorite. I don't know if I would start with this one, just because it is very slow moving, and if you're not like invested in the world, so to speak, I think it might be difficult to jump into this one. But I think of like all the series that I've read, this one is definitely my favorite. Guys, happy Sunday, good morning. Since this could very easily be my last video of the year, I thought I would take some time to talk about some of the survey responses that I got from you guys, and also at the end of every year I kind of like to go back and just like look. Hello, you weren't invited. I like to just go back and look at all the videos I posted in the past year and see, and based on like views and likes and comments and engagement type of stuff, which type of things I should kind of focus on making next year. And I try not to look at this stuff too much, just because I don't want to be too focused on the numbers of things. Like, obviously it's great to have some videos that get, you know, thousands of views. That's how new people find me. It's one of the easiest ways for new people to find me. But those aren't the type of videos I want to make all the time, right? Like, I want to make the types of videos you guys like. I want to make the types of videos I enjoy. So I try not to focus too much on the numbers, and I notice that when I do, I get kind of frustrated. But I do kind of allow myself, at least this, to like take a minute, go back, look at all the videos I've posted, and see kind of where, if I can notice any just like trends or anything like that. And it's also why I do these surveys every year, just to get a sense of, you know, what kind of videos those of you who tend to watch me and tend to like engage with my content like the most, what you're interested in, what you enjoy, what you're dealing with at the moment, that sort of thing. So if you took the time to take that, thank you very much. It's very helpful for me. So I'm looking at, I made like a spreadsheet of all the videos that I posted this year with the view count, the number of comments, the number of likes, number of dislikes. I posted, excluding this one, I posted 43 videos, which is almost a video a week. My number one most viewed video was one that I posted at the end of October. It was my And Other Stories first impression haul and try on, which is awesome. Followed by How to Style an Outfit for the Reputation Tour. Okay, I never thought that one would do that well. My third most viewed video was my Madewell Anthropology haul from a few weeks back. So you guys definitely like the fashion videos, which I have noted, especially like towards the end of this year. Those have been very popular. It's funny that it's always hauls because, I mean, I enjoy hauls. I like filming hauls, they're great, but they're obviously not something I can do all the time. Like, if I spent all my time shopping and not doing anything else, I think my life would be very different. But I will make note to do more haul type of stuff because you guys tend to like those. Let's see, the video with the most comments was my struggling to vlog, make friends, and be social video, which makes sense. That one was nowhere near like my most viewed video by any sense. But for those of you who like watch my videos frequently, you all really liked that one. That one had, see, that one had a little over 200 views. It had 34 comments, 24 likes, 0 dislikes. So that's pretty great. The video with the most likes was my How to Style an Outfit for the Reputation Tour. Again, strange. That had 31 likes. So my most disliked video was my Stitch Fix review. Okay, that had 3 dislikes. It's not a ton, but so yeah, it seems to me that you guys like the fashion videos, which I agree with you. You don't tend to watch beauty videos as much, which makes sense. I'm not a beauty guru by any sense. And vlogs are kind of hit and miss, but I love the vlogs. They're my favorite, so I'm going to keep doing them. But I will make sure to focus more on fashion videos going forward. Alright, now taking a quick look at the survey. I'm not going to give anyone's answers away. By the way, I will still link it down below. I'm fine if you take it now. I just obviously won't talk about it. But I asked you guys to recommend some TV shows, movies, books, podcasts. It's funny that a lot of you like recommend things that I've already seen and love because it just tells me like we have the same taste and stuff. What kind of videos do you watch the most? 100% of you said lifestyle videos. Totally makes sense. That's what I film. So 86% of you said vlogs, 60% of you said fashion, so that makes total sense. If you could recommend one YouTube channel to me, what would it be? I love asking this question just because it gives me a sense of what other people you watch and a better sense of like what other types of content you watch. I get surprised because most of the things that you guys recommend to me are like beauty channels, which I find strange, not strange, but just unexpected, I guess. A lot of you recommend Kaylin Nicholson to me, which has been the case like pretty much all 3 years that I've done this, and I love her videos. I watch them all the time. I do feel like over the past year she's moved more towards like health and wellness type of stuff, like food and exercising and that sort of thing, but I have kind of fallen away from her content for that reason. But I should check back in and check in on like her vlogs and like advice videos and stuff because I always liked those a lot. I asked you guys to tell me if you were recommending my YouTube channel to someone, what would you say? This is a bit of an awkward question. I understand. Surprisingly, no one skips it, so I appreciate that. But it just gives me sometimes it's hard when you're making content to like put what you do into words. So I can say, you know, like I make lifestyle videos or I make vlogs, but it doesn't, like, it's hard to describe yourself and what you're doing and like who you are as a content creator. So this helps me a lot, just like understanding how you guys would talk about me to someone else, which kind of helps me talk about myself, if that makes any sense. I got a lot of words like cozy and honest and relatable, and I appreciate that. The next question I ask is, what's your biggest problem, concern, or struggle in life right now? Again, I do this because if I ever do like advice videos or, you know, I'm trying to think of things to talk about in a vlog, this helps me just understand what you guys are dealing with. Same with the next question, what things in your life make you happiest right now? Mandy! I'm just trying to get a sense of, you know, what your lives are like, what you're currently thinking about, what you're currently, you know, dealing with, or what you're enjoying, things like that, just so I know kind of what to relate my content to, because at the end of the day, I'm mostly talking about myself, but if I can talk about myself in a way that more closely relates to what you're dealing with or what you enjoy, I'm gonna do that. A lot of you said anxiety. Totally understand. I understand why you watch me. People are saying like figuring out their life, figuring out school, figuring out work, making friends, college applications. A lot of you are in school, which I guess isn't surprising. I'm only 23. I guess most people my age are close to being in school, but you disagree? Someone said the things in their life that make them happiest right now is exercising, which can't relate, but power to you. A lot of people said baking, which is amazing. It kind of makes me want to do baking videos. I would love to do them. It's just super hard to film those by yourself because you have to like move the camera while you're doing things, and it just never turns out like a Megan Ranks baking video, which is like, you know, top notch, what I would want a baking video to look like. Hanging out with my cat, same. A lot of people said cats. I love that. Next I ask, how do you find out when I upload a new YouTube video? Which is not really a surprising thing. Most people said, 86% of people said their YouTube subscription box. 20% of people said YouTube recommendations. 13% of people said checking my YouTube page. A couple said YouTube notifications, which is awesome. I don't use those. I always forget that they exist. But if you're using them, that's awesome. This, again, I just use it to understand where you guys are finding out about me posting new videos. Just so I know kind of if I should be focusing more on another area. My next question is, what's the #1 thing that encourages you to watch a YouTube video? 46% of you said it's from a creator I watch frequently. 40% said the topic of the video appeals to me. 6% said thumbnail catches my attention. 6% said someone recommends it to me. I asked you guys what you thought the best video I posted in 2018 was and why. Most people said either hauls or that why I struggle to vlog and make friends video, which makes sense based on the analytics we looked at before. Someone said they love my book reviews, which is amazing because those get next to no views, but I love those videos. Someone said my home decor videos, so if you'd like more of those, let me know in the comments. And then the last question I ask is just, is there anything else that I didn't ask that you want me to know? And you guys are always super nice on this question. I really appreciate it. Just lots of nice things and compliments and encouragements that I really appreciate. So thank you for all of you that took the time to take this. I really appreciate it. Again, all of this just gives me some good insight as to what you guys want to keep seeing. So if you could leave me a comment, take a couple seconds, think about what kind of videos you want to see next year, and leave a comment to let me know. And as I said before, I think this is gonna have to be my last video of 2018. I have a lot going on the next few weeks of the year, so I'm not sure that I'll be posting anything. I will still try to film stuff because some exciting stuff is happening, so I will try to film things, but you probably won't see them until next year. If you think you'll miss me, feel free to follow me on Instagram, or you can check out my blog. I think I still have some more posts that I want to put up there, so, and I can schedule those super easily. So you might see more from me on my blog in the next few weeks than you will here, and on Instagram as well. I should be on there because I have some car rides coming up, and what else am I supposed to do besides check Instagram? We're like mid 900 subscribers at this point, which is kind of crazy. We could get to 1,000 sometime fairly-ish soon, so that's pretty exciting. It's a big old number. I hope you guys are having a good holiday season, and I will see you next year with another video. That's super weird to say, but I just said it. Okay, bye.